Hello and welcome back to Jesse's Vintage Garage. And we're probably going to finish up the 2002 Road Glide segment here with this video. We're going to be replacing the tire. We're going to be able to we're going to lift this up, take the rear wheel out, and check out all the damage to the lower belt guard because I can feel that it's damaged pretty bad. So I got a new one of them, and I got a new tire ready to go on this thing. So in this video, we'll be going over replacing the tire, and then at the end, we'll get it all put back together, and I think we'll do the test ride on it. Yeah, I just want to make sure it's 100% safe when I go to ride it. So that's the whole reason for that. So let's get going and see how this turns out. So we were checking some stuff out here, and the brake lights were set up to like flash continuously when you hit the brakes. That kind of like drives me crazy when I see that, and I don't really want my bike doing that. So we disabled it by shutting it off on the little module and putting it back to the DOT mode, which is the mode where when you hit the brakes, they stay on, they stay lit up instead of flashing like crazy. I know the flashing like crazy stuff might be good for being seen, but it's also annoying too, so I just want it to stay on when I hit the brake, just like that, instead of flashing continuously. So we got that switched over. We got the lift right up here over here, and we're gonna get ready to lift this up and take this wheel out. With this bike having the dual exhaust on the same side here, we won't have to worry about taking the exhaust off to remove the axle, because most of the time when you have true duals on, or the dual exhaust on the other side, you have to take it off to be able to pull this axle out. So luckily we'll be able to just remove the clip there and then loosen the nut and pull the axle out on the other side. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and that's pretty much the first step here. There, we got the wheel off, we got the adjusters and all the stuff, and the spacers are all in here. It's 1.5 inch like nut, and that went on the end of that. It was kind of a pain in the butt. We almost should have took the exhaust off that side to get it a lot easier anyway. But well, yeah, we were gonna look at the belt guard. Can you see anything from there? You can see the belt guard's all chewed up right there. This little flap thing that kind of sits here. Okay, I got all ate up right through there. Anyways, and we saw some wear on the tire from where it was rubbing on there, on the edge and stuff. All kind of wore down.
Well, it's shined up for sure.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna pull that belt guard off and check it out. Maybe put a different one on it for sure. Well, this tire is the MU85 16 B16, which is a 140 wide, which is only one step wider than the stock wheel tire that should have been on here, which is a little bit narrower than the 2010.
This is what's supposed to be on there.
Yeah, it's a little bit narrower than your 2010 Ultra, isn't it?
Yep.
So yeah, that's a difference in look there.
This will fit a 2007 and some of the newer Sportsters.
Yeah, so we're just gonna put this on here for a fail-safe, and then it is what it is. I'm okay with this narrower tire. It looks neater with the bigger tire though, but it doesn't quite fit right. I don't like how it fits. So we're gonna switch them out. We'll have this nice, decent tire for whatever else we have need for on it.
Maybe it'll fit your soft tail. Who knows?
We're getting ready to swap out the tires here on the tire machine. We'll knock this out real quick and then we'll get back. But we just gotta make sure that we get the tire going the right direction, and do the pulley and the sprocket, the pulley and the disc dictate left and right. So, and there is a direction to these tires. They usually say it on their rotation, usually in their arrow or something pointing. Yeah, right here, rotation. And this is our right side, and the pulley's on the left side. So Well, I got the belt guard off, and this is where it was getting all ripped apart here. And this is the 98 to 2003 style belt guard, because in 04 they went to this style where they eliminated this little flap thing that sticks out a little bit farther, and then they went to the solid ABS style one. And there's the part number for the 04 style. Then they changed again in like 07 when they went to the narrower belt, and they narrowed this up a little bit so they get narrower pulleys on and stuff, so they can run the bigger tire. But anyway, I'm gonna replace this one with this more rigid one here, and it'll work fine. I mean, otherwise I could just take this off here, but this is always going to cause a problem even when I change the tires, because it's all deformed and stuff, and that's kind of why they got rid of this style. So there's only like 3 screws that hold it in. This one up here is slotted, so I could have left that one in, and I pop it on there and pull it back and hook it. Then I just run these 2 back up in there in the back. But I'm going to put this on real quick while he's over there working on the tire right now. I got it set right now, and I'm running these back 2 screws up. The other one, like I was saying, falls into that notch, and it's set right now, so just gotta tighten it down all the way.
For rear models. So this will be the direction of rotation.
That's correct.
And this is the drum, and it goes on the end. So
the,
this is correct.
The disc, yeah.
The disc.
Yeah. We've been working on drum stuff for so long.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. We're gonna get this on here. We got the new tire on here, and we got to line up this yellow dot here with the valve stem. That's kind of like, it's just the way it is. They particularly mark a spot for that. If it didn't have the yellow dot, there would have been an arrow pointing outward too.
You can see it straight through.
Yep, there we go. We got it lined up. Well, we got it aired up, and we made sure the bead all popped out all the way around. Yeah, make sure you look for that. You can tell that it does, because there's these grooves here, and if it's not, you don't see it all the way around uniformly, that means it's not seated properly. And eventually the air works its way out and pops it. We're gonna go put it back on, I think, pretty much. I'm getting ready to put the wheel back on, and we're gonna make sure we put the spacers all right back in the same spot, and we're gonna work on knocking that out real quick, and I'll be right back. We got the spacer in there and everything, and we had to make sure that we had the caliper engaged on the swing arm when we went up inside there. It was a really pain in the butt taking it apart, because there was no room to pull the caliper by the wheel like you should be able to. This one kind of had just enough clearance to do it. And working on putting the nut on
Just
right
starting the action. We got to turn this.
We got to adjust the belt and
We gotta
everything.
turn it.
That's how you adjust it.
This you adjust now.
Looks like it's hitting the shock. It must have to go past that first.
Yeah, you put it in the wrong spot.
Yeah, okay, I'll fix that quick. Got the adjuster fixed here on the axle. This is all built into it, and this is where the adjustment starts, is this cam part right here, this big outer reach part. So we start here with it down. I had it up, so he's starting his side there, and it's got a notch on it, and he's able to put it in the same spot this one is. So when we go to adjust the belt,
They both turn at the same time.
they both turn at the same time, yeah. We got a ways to go.
And plus I got a tension gauge that we got to use. Okay, it'll be somewhere in that neighborhood.
And there's an actual built-in gauge here on the lower belt guard here too. And each increment is
10 pounds.
so.
Supposed to go up.
Oh yeah, a special tool here.
You push on the belt with this. You put this on the belt. And you push this until there's underneath there's a little groove. See, it says 10. Right to that. So what you do is you push this until you hit the O-ring, and you see where your marks are. Each one of these gaps between the marks is 1/8 of an inch, and we got to be between 5/16 and 7/16.
Okay.
So
Got the bike sitting on its wheels on the ground here, and we're using that tensioning belt tool.
okay, so it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is, 5/16.
All right, now we're ready to torque down the rear axle. There we go. I got all tightened up here. 60 to 65 foot-pounds is the torque spec on this nut. And make sure you put the clip back in and make sure it's engaged all the way. And it's going the right way, because this is a retaining ring E-clip. And there's a curved edge and a sharp edge. And the sharp edge needs to go outward. And then I had to take the pipe off here to be able to get on that with a torque wrench. So it was a struggle getting this pipe off and on. So I didn't record it because I was struggling with the rusty bolts and stuff. So anyways, it's all better now. We're going to get the saddlebags put back on and the tour pack back on, and then we're going to go take us for a test drive. There we go. We got the tire and the wheel all finished up, and it looks a lot centered, more centered than it was anyway. And it don't make noise when it rotates. All you can hear is the brake pads and the rotor. Go ahead and spin it a little bit more.
I think what's wrong is we need to loosen up all these rear fender attachments, and I think the fenders they can move a little, and I think it could move. And
to get it closer to center. I mean,
yes,
you
to
can
get
tell
the
the
center of
difference.
the wheel and the center of this here.
You can tell it's different
It's the
than
fenders
it was, but
off. Nothing else could be up.
and you can see a little gap there between, when we started, we were talking about the gap. There was no gap between the belt drum, or the belt pulley and the wheel. We can see one now.
It's not rubbing no more.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right. Yeah, we're ready to ride this thing.
Yep.
Yeah,
The saddlebags on, tour pack.
Yeah, I see that. Just pushed this bike out to get it running, and then we had it running, and then all of a sudden it had this weird, loud kind of sucking sound, and like it wasn't getting, I don't know, it wasn't idle. And then we took the air cover off, and then we were looking around before we started tearing into it here, and I was looking around under here, and I can see this O-ring hanging out right here. See it? Where? I don't know if I can pick it up.
It's right here.
There it is.
There's right there. Right here.
So, oh yeah, there it is. So it's hanging out, so we're thinking we're getting an air leak right there. So now we're going to take the throttle body off the rest of the way to see if we can get that back in there, or hopefully that O-ring's okay. So let's go ahead and
take this apart. I got to get a wrench.
oh yeah, we got to break them loose. can't go riding this like this. I don't know what the heck's going on.
Got that one loose. Got that one loose. Take these out. Let's take a look in there. Probably have to take the throttle body off of the manifold.
Yeah. Or, no, we can just pop this off here.
Well, yeah, but that O-ring goes between the manifold and the throttle body.
Yeah. Oh, yep. Like,
let's get this one loose now.
Somehow that O-ring got pinched somehow. Why is that? Did you see that? Just wiggle in here.
Yeah. The whole thing's moving.
Oh yeah, this is all moving here. That should be solid.
Yeah. Yeah, that should be solid. Okay, got that off. Oh, it came right off, too.
Oh, look at there. Holy cow.
There's the O-ring.
There, yeah, it
Fell
fell.
out.
This is not attached to the intake manifold. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix this. There's no screws in it. They're not laying in here, are they?
See any screws anywhere?
I don't know, maybe between here? Nope.
Well, they didn't just fall out
We'll
then.
have to look around and see if we have a screw that fits
They
there.
look like they've been gone a while then. Oh, and look, this O-ring has been crunched. It was never in all the way.
Oh yeah, it's all
See how
deformed.
it's deformed and it's crunched here and
Well,
crunched
yeah.
here. It was half in and half out.
It was smashed in
So it
between
was
there.
never in right.
Well, I'd
I
look
bet you in the back side of this it's got a groove. Yeah, there's a groove back here. See there?
Oh,
There's
yeah,
a groove
for it to
back
fall
here.
into.
Yeah. These two screws that go into here are missing
Yeah.
completely. So it was just loose.
Let's look at your parts book.
Sucking air.
Let's look at your parts book, I guess, and see if we
my
can see if we can get this. Then maybe we can go ride it. All right. Well, it's gonna be hard to get to that screw to put it back in. Oh yeah, there it is right there. Well, when I did buy this, he did mention he thought it was running kind of leanish and maybe needed to be adjusted in
On the low end.
on the low end.
Yes.
Low end would be like
Idle.
idle, so that explains why I wasn't idling then.
Yeah.
So, wow, well, let's hurry up and get this done so we can ride this today, but I think I might have to buy a parts kit. According to the book, it shows that there's a hardware module kit, and I might have to get one of them before we can go ride it. Here we go, just got this. This is the hardware kit for the induction module for the EFIs. It has our O-ring for throttle body going into the intake manifold, and then it also has the screws that we needed for the same thing. Throttle body to intake manifold screws. It also has new replacement fuel O-rings for the fuel inlet line coming in and stuff. And then, yeah, and some other screws holding on to different components that wouldn't hurt to have spares because we don't really need all this stuff, but it's good to have all of it. So anyway, it comes with Loctite also. And it has a nice detailed instructions in here for how to work on this. So anyways, we're gonna get going on this. We're gonna open this up and put the stuff in the bike here in a minute. So anyway, I just wanted to show you what the kit looked like. There we are. We got the new O-ring in there, and we got it ready to be bolted up here.
Now we gotta put the screws in it.
Yeah, we'll run them in quick here. We're running the new screws in now here, and we're just about done here. Then we go run it, start it again here before we push it outside. We're putting the top screw in right now.
Lock it.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna fire it up here now.
Locked it for the kid.
Yeah, we didn't want the kid messing with it while we were running around here working on it. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah. let's get this put back together and get it outside. We about got this together. We gotta make sure we get these washers all stacked right. We got one against the head and the spacer that has actually a breather coming through it that goes out to here. And then we have another one, another washer right here, and then a washer here. And then there's a shoulder part on this breather bolt. You gotta make sure that this
got to go on both of those.
Yeah, it's gotta make sure we get it centered on this so it doesn't smash that washer all up. Alright, I got a dog going on here. The torque for this is 140 inch-pounds, or 120 inch-pounds to 144 inch-pounds. I got it set for 130. I should hold it. And you have to have this at 90-degree angle, otherwise it doesn't do the torque factor properly. Yep, there it is. And we'll just do the front one here. Alright, put that on there and check this one out. This is going to be a pain in the butt. Let's see if I can do this at all with this. Alright, here we go. I got like a... That looks right.
You have to go down the bottom side.
There we go.
You go down here.
You know, this would have been easier if the plate was on, but we got the plate on already, so...
Put an extension on it.
Oh yeah, I can put an extension on it here. Just hold on a second. Here we go. There we are. And then these here are 20 to 40 inch-pounds here. The Torx is. And then our bolts here just get torqued down a little bit, but then we just put our air cleaner cover on there. Tighten these down. Once the air cleaner's on, we tighten these down to 20 inch-pounds also. But we're just going to use the Allen wrench here. We know we don't want to smash it, or we know what tight is. And then the air cleaner cover goes right over top of this. Alright, we got the air cleaner cover on, and we're ready to go. Push her out, start it up, see what happens here. Well, here we are. I got the bike out. It's one of the last nice days of the year, probably. Well, who knows? But anyway, today I'm gonna take advantage of it and take this out for a ride and see how it all turns out. So yeah, the tires in the middle there, we talked about that, and it's ready to road test. So fire it up here.
Waiting to pair.
Well, here we're back. Just got in riding it for about 4 or 5 hours, and it was great. This thing got a lot of power, and it's fast and fun and comfortable. And I guess we're gonna come to a closing on this segment, and I don't know if we'll see the bike do much with the bike again, but I know that maybe we'll see something when we go to work on replacing this cover here because of that chrome spot, but maybe not. Maybe down the road people will fix it. But anyway, hope you enjoyed everything, and we'll see you again soon. Well, here we are. We're totally at the end now. After reviewing the footage of riding the other day, yesterday. It was. Anyways, I noticed that when I was riding and pulling ahead of my father's bike, that the brake light was flashing. You're kind of like freaking out or something. Well, since we disabled the part where it does the panic mode, whatever, where it flashes like crazy, when we switched it over to the DOT mode, there was another switch that we must have missed. And anyway, for now, when we turn it on, just the brake light comes on. And then those other lights, the turn signals, don't light up until you hit the blinker. And then when you hit the brake, it's just a solid glow, which I like. I don't like that all that flash and stuff. It drives me crazy when I see other vehicles having that stuff. So here we go. We got turned over to normal stuff. So anyway, like I was saying, just the other segment here, just before this, the next time we'll probably see this bike again is when we work on this clutch release cover here, because of that corrosion there. I got a whole another one of these in really good shape, and we're gonna probably switch that out sometime. Not too much in a hurry to do that right now, because the transmission fluid, when we changed it, if you remember the different video, it was nice and clear, so we don't really need to worry about it for another 1,000 or so miles probably, or more. So anyway, again, hope you enjoyed everything on this bike, and we got more coming up on other things, and we'll see you again soon.